Welcome to One Chemistry. Always try to do your best. Now, let us see about 100 conversion in organic chemistry. We are seeing it as episodes. This is the episode number 67. If you didn't watch previous episode, I encourage you to go and see. Here, we solve 5 problems step by step. Stay tuned. Let us see the question number 1. The starting metal is bicyclic compound with ketone and bridged carbons. You are using hydroxylamine and acetyl chloride. They ask you to find the products. The products are mostly ring contracted one and bicyclic becomes single cycle. Mostly the products that differ in the double bond position. So where the double bond is there and how the cyanide is formed is the real question. Here you have to understand that one naming reaction is involved and position of alkene is the real question. The answer is A. Let us see how. The starting metal contains ketone and it is a bicyclic compound. You are using the hydroxylamine. So the product oxime formation happens there. Then you are using acid chloride. So it's a kind of Beckmann rearrangement. So NOH, the group become OAC there. So it's just a functional group conversion. During the Beckmann rearrangement, always trans group migrate. Here trans group is double bonded one and it is electron rich too. So it moves and the cation formed at the bridge. So we rewrite it to our product. So if you rewrite, it will become 5-member ring and cyanide product. The cyanide formed from the migration there. The OAC is a good leaving group, so it leaves. The cyanide group is formed there. The next step, cation has to be quenched. How it can be quenched? It can be quenched by the hydrogen removal. So removes and alkene is formed. So the answer is clearly A there. Here you have to learn two important things. One is Beckmann rearrangement. Beckmann rearrangement contains the trans group migration of the oxime. Then second thing is quenching. So if you have cation or any charged species, you have to find the way to quench. Here it is elimination. Then the question number 2. The starting metal is long chain compound with diketones on the end and you have dimethyl groups also. Here you are using methyl alcohol and the base. They ask you to find the product. The products are with various ring sizes, 8 and 6 member ring, and you have position of heter group also important. So you have to understand that cyclization definitely and regioselectivity definitely played the role here. The answer is C. Let us see how. The starting metal contains the ketone and it has many alpha hydrogen. You are using the base. So you have to find the meaningful pathway for the condensation reaction. Basically we are doing aldol condensation in the intramolecular way. So there are 3 alpha hydrogen which will be removed. Always the stable ring formation is 6-member ring. More than 8 member or less than 6 will be unstable. So 6 member is the perfect ring size. So we remove the alpha hydrogen which is highlighted there. Then it is removed, anion is formed there. The anion stabilized by ketone. Then the anion attack intraway. It attacks the 8 carbon. So 3-8 formation occurs there. So the ring size defined. So 3-8 ring is formed and you have alcohol and hydrogen. The next step, same base is there. You are removing the proton because it's acidic proton near to the ketone. So it removes and you have alkene there. Here the driving force for the product formation is the conjugation. Here conjugated ketone is formed. That's why it's stabilized. The conjugated ketone promoted by the mechanism of E1CB, which is conjugated base mechanism. So the product is driven by conjugation. Here you have to learn two important things. One is the aldol condensation. The intra-aldol condensation always favor the stable ring size, not the strained ring size. Normally 6 is very favorable. Second thing is if you have the acidic proton with the stabilizing group, you have to always think of E1CB mechanism. Here it's promote the conjugated ketone. Then the question number 3. The starting metal is a 6-member ring with ketone and epoxide and alkyl and ethyl group in the side chain. There are the many functional groups. Then you are using the hydrazine and acetic acid and base. Then you are using hydrogen and palladium carbonate and lead acetate. They ask you to find the product. The product clearly show ring opening definitely occur, and what way ring opening is real question. So from the reactant to product, epoxide is gone and ring is open. The configuration of double bond also different here. So the cis alkene or trans alkene in all the products. So from the reagents and reactant you might understand it's a naming reaction involved, and the configuration of alkene also important. The answer is C. Let us see how. The starting metal contain ketone and epoxide. You are using the hydrazine with tosylate. So hydrazine form the imine formation. It is the sapphire elimination. So sapphire elimination is kind of imine formation. So you have strain system near imine with tosylate group. Then you are using the base. So base, what it happen, it abstract the proton. You have the charge travel there. So the ring is opening. Here driving force is ring strain. So ring is open. Again the charged species is formed. How the charged species will quench there? The charged species is quenched by the charge travel again, and triple bond formed there. Here triple bond shown for convenience, but it's normally linear way. Here it's shown as bend, but for understanding it's shown as the bend one. Then you are using hydrogen and palladium carbonate and lead acetate. You might know it's a Lindlar's catalyst. So Lindlar's catalyst always favor the cis configuration. So the product is definitely cis configuration. It is clearly C. Here you have to learn two important things. One is sapphire elimination. Sapphire elimination always involves elimination of the hydrazine group, and you have alkene there. Second thing is Lindlar's catalyst. Lindlar's catalyst always promote the cis configuration. Then the question number 4. The starting metal is linear system with the ester and conjugated double bond and alkene on the side one. You are using the base LDA and DBDMS, which is a silyl compound, and using the dienophile with COMe. You are using the heat and water. Here you have conjugated diene and dienophile, so you might expect it's a cyclization, and the regioselectivity in the cyclization is important. So where it will be added, whether COA is near to 1 or away to 1, or you can simply say meta position or para position, and you have to know the stereochemistry also different. So COMe is above the plane or below the plane also the real question. So you have to understand that cyclization definitely occurs, and stereochemistry of the bonding groups is important. The answer is C. Let us see how. The starting metal contains the ester group and near the methyl group, so it's definitely the acidic proton. So methylene proton is acidic here. You are using the base. So base, what really happens is it abstract the proton, form the anion. So the charge travels, and you have next step, you are using the DBDMS. The DBDMS stabilize the enol form. You have the enolic configuration. So you have the enol, which is perfect for the next step. Next step, you are adding the dienophile and conjugated diene. So you have the cycloaddition. So you might know cycloaddition is a syn addition, so both group can be above or below. Here we are showing it as above. It can be below also, answer will be same. So you are having above one. So cyclized product alkene is there. So you have DBDMS also inside the group. So next step we have to do rearrangement. So we rewrite the compound by rotating the double bond. So DBDMS group come from right to left. We are doing 3,3 sigmatropic rearrangement. So you have to understand that rearrangement definitely occurs. New CC bond forms, and the structure is totally changed to the DBDMS. Then you are using hydrolyzing. So during the hydrolysis, DBDMS remove, again ketone is formed, you got acid. The acid, if you look at clearly, it is answer C. Here the functional group and possibility is stunning. You have 4+2 cycloaddition as well as sigmatropic rearrangement here. Here you have to learn two important things. One is 4+2 cycloaddition is syn addition. So you have both groups definitely on same plane. Either it can be above or below. The second thing is DBDMS. DBDMS is the protecting group. It will stabilize the alcohol form. It will be removed by simple hydrolysis. Then the question number 5. The starting metal is indole kind of architecture with methylene there. You are using CH2Cl2 and methyl lithium. They ask you to find the product. The products are really about where methylene chloride is attacked, whether it is attacked on the tertiary carbon or end. The ring expansion occur with chlorine substitution. So you have to understand that the intermediate definitely important here. Ring opening occur or not is the real question. The answer is C. Let us see how. The starting metal you have dichloromethane and methyl lithium, so definitely you have the possibility of carbene formation. The carbene can be electrophile and it always look for high electron density. So let us go by the reagent. So you are taking indole, you are using the methyl lithium, so the proton abstraction will be there. You have the anion formation. Then you have next step, addition of carbene. So carbene just methylation occurs there. Why it is occur in the 5-member ring, not 6-member ring? If you calculate the electron density, 5-member has more electron density because 5 atoms share 6 carbon. So little bit higher electron density. So it attacks another ring. Moreover, the methyl group also electron donating. It populates the electron very much. So you have the carbene insertion there. Then you have chlorine. Chlorine is the good leaving group. So you have to quench the charge. So charge travels, chlorine remove, ring expands. You have the answer C. Here you have to learn two important things. One is carbene formation. Carbene formation requires just a trigger to form. Here dichloromethane with methyl lithium forms the carbene there. Next thing is the electrophile attack on the indole. The electrophile always prefer high electron density. That's why here attacks the double bond in the 5-member ring. That's all from this episode. I hope it was easy. Thanks for watching. If you have any suggestion, comment below. Stay tuned for next episode.